Ah, the Rally Miata. This poor car has been sitting outside, forgotten, for the past 2 full months. It's seen better days. It's rusty. It's rusty. The door handle. Mirror 1. Mirror 2 is barely even here. What's up with this headlight?
Huh?
Why is the hood dented? Wow, these Amazon special lights are real rusty. Wow, these wheels are real rusty. Oh, damn. That's real rusty. Where's the paint on this door? The sad thing is that this car made this channel. The series in which we originally built this thing, originally lifted it, is what got the Gingium YouTube channel to be kind of popular. My 2 most viewed videos, 6 million and 5 million views, are both of this car. The point is that this car did a lot for this channel, and it's really been neglected the past couple of months. I think it's time to change that. The Rally Miata has always looked cool, but it's always been kind of beat up and it's never been that fast. So that's why we're putting this engine and drivetrain into the Rally Miata, making the world's first all-wheel drive EJ-powered Miata. Imagine this slow car No, 60. Except fast, like this one. Imagine this car launching, except instead of 2-wheel drive, it's all-wheel drive. Picture this car going through the mud. Except it does it like this car would. Imagine this car making these noises. And then, of course, imagine a car like this, except with 1,000 pounds less. To say that I'm excited for this build is a huge understatement. I first envisioned doing this, I first planned about doing this 2 years ago, almost exactly, 2017 of November. Back then, I never really knew if this was actually going to happen, but thanks to all of your guys' supports and to me actually being able to fabricate myself now, it is finally happening. For this build, we're pretty much taking the best part of the Subaru and the best part of the Miata and putting it together. The Subaru has a really, really awesome engine, really awesome drivetrain, but it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit heavier. It doesn't feel as tight as a Miata. But the chassis of the Miata feels so awesome. I'm so excited to feel this build when it's done with the combination of the Subaru engine and drivetrain and the Miata chassis. It's gonna be really, really cool. Now, you might be asking yourself, how the heck are we gonna fit the Subaru engine and drivetrain in this tiny chassis? Well, let me go ahead and show you the plan. The cool thing about the EJ is that it is, of course, a flat forward. The problem about that is that it's wide. It's really wide. The EJ 205 is, you know, with the heads and the valve covers and everything, roughly, I think it was like 30-something inches wide. The width of this engine bay from one frame rail to the other frame rail is 27 inches. So it's a ways off. There's no way to fit the Subaru engine in here without chopping. So the idea is to go ahead, chop it right here, forward, remove that entire bit of Miata. Frame rails, fender wells, everything from the firewall forward, going bye-bye. After that, we'll go ahead and build a roll cage in there, and then we'll build a new tubed front end, a tubed chassis, partially off the roll cage, partially off of the stock frame rails, the stock chassis. We'll build that chassis to fit the stock Subaru front subframe, so we can use the stock Subaru motor mounts, the stock Subaru suspension, use everything from the stock Subaru. We'll obviously have to make a custom trans mount, maybe make a custom firewall and a custom trans tunnel. Unfortunately, the final drive ratio of the Miata diff is not the same as the Subaru diff, and it has to be the exact same for the all-wheel drive system to work. So out back, we're gonna get rid of the Miata diff, put the Subaru diff in there, and hopefully find a way to make the Subaru hubs work so we can keep stock Subaru axles, stock Subaru hubs, custom control arms, custom suspension. Once we get the engine and drivetrain in, everything will be pretty basic. We're gonna take the entire wiring harness, chassis harness, and engine harness from the Subaru, put it all in the Miata. We're gonna try to take some of the Subaru interior out of the Subaru and put it into the Miata, hopefully fit the Subaru dash in here. And after that, we're gonna make it faster, because the Subaru's got a built motor, and it's got a stock turbo, and that's gotta change. So that's the basic gist of it. Making an all-wheel drive Miata sounds pretty difficult, and it will be, but the idea is pretty simple. Just building a chassis to fit the stock Subaru components. So unlike some of the previous builds, we're gonna do this build a little bit different. I wanna focus on making really, really good content and making it all one build, all in a row. For instance, on the drift truck, we got that thing all built, we sent it off to wiring, and then we had a big delay. And there was almost 2 full months of no drift truck videos. And a lot of you guys lost interest, which is totally fair. So for the next week or two, I'm gonna disappear off the face of YouTube and grind on this swap. We're gonna get started by, you know, pulling everything out, doing the roll cage, and starting on the tube chassis. During that time, Posh and I will be filming videos, editing videos, and getting ready for those videos to be uploaded. After those 2 weeks, we'll start uploading those videos, but by then, we'll have hopefully 5 to 6 videos in the queue ready to be posted. So if anything does happen, any delays happen, we'll have a queue, and you won't have any breaks in the Rally Miata build. During those 2 weeks, I'll be posting updates on Patreon, live updates of the Rally Miata swap, and we'll also start posting the Rally Miata swap videos a couple days early on Patreon. Patreon is a huge part of what made this build possible in the first place. So doing this will give back to some of those patrons. You guys will get some early exclusive stuff. So with all that being said, guys, I will see you in a week or two. If you want to see live updates, go head over to Patreon. Hopefully you're all excited. I know I certainly am. Like the video, subscribe, and peace out. Well, needless to say, progress is happening quickly. This is all Rally Miata right here. And you will see this in the next video. The point is that this car did a lot of stuff for the channel, and it's really just cut back. So this time, what we're gonna do, during those 2 weeks, I'll be posting updates on Patreon. So anyone who's on Patreon will blah, blah, blah. So with that being said, I will see you guys in 2 or so weeks, a week or two. In the next video, in a week or two. If you wanna Man, it's really hard not being able to do any cuts. So with all that being said, I will see you guys in a week or two. If you want to see if... Sieve? Yeet!